If you've never been to one of these cowboy shooting matches, suggest you give it a try. This stuff is really cool. We've got a whole lot of people here having a good time. This is my first ever, and I'm here with my alias, which is Durango Rex, or just Rex. And see if I can find somebody to tape me. I'm very, very new at this. So you've got a lot of participation today. Very cool. DR great. DR stands for Durango Rex. So we moseyed on down to Morristown, Minnesota, to the facility that is the home of the Cedar Valley Cowboy Action Shooting Society. So about 35 people showed up today. This will be the home of the Midwest Regional Championships. I think it's the Upper Midwest Regional Championships coming up. But here we have one of the stages. This one is at their bank. And it gives you a pretty good overview. Here's what you're going to do: 10 revolver shots, 10 rifle shots, 4 shotguns. Here's the sequence in which you shoot, and with instructions on how you do it. So this is a much different thing to add into shooting if you have not done this before. If you're used to shooting at paper in your own sequence, or even just doing training of any kind, well, here's something that has a very, very particular order of events to it. And if you don't follow it, you're going to get time penalties. I'll go into that a little bit more later. Here you're looking at the night before. We set our stuff out so we'll be all ready to go in the morning and make some new friends, meet some new interesting people, which I certainly did. And like I said, the facility is top drawer. Enjoyed it immensely. Taking a look at my long guns before I'm getting ready to shoot. And yes, we do the Pledge of Allegiance here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yeah!
All right.
Come on, dog. Put that on my list. Yeah, and under my spring. When I open and close again. A hammer gun with the same. Yeah, they all got him in there. Damn it.
So one thing that really takes some getting used to that I've never practiced before is the sequence in which you shoot at targets. So for example, these targets on the left are for the rifle. And in this particular case, you were supposed to do 2 on each rifle in a left to right scenario. Well, when I shot this one, I went just like this. And that was not how to do it. This was how to do it. So one thing to kind of get used to, or that you'll need to get used to if you're going to cowboy shoot at these competitions, is they're going to give you a sequence. These shotgun targets are always the same. Knock them over and keep going. But it's very common with these pistol targets, again, to have a sequence. So it might be, you know, just like that. Switch guns. It might be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it could be all different kinds of sequences. And if you don't pay attention, or if you're not sure and you go first, you'll cost yourself procedure points. So you lose 5 seconds of time
when you miss a target, you lose 10 seconds of time when you violate procedure. So you can run up your scores, and that's kind of what I did today.
Stand by.
Good.
Taking a quick look at the loading bench. This is the area where you load before you shoot. You can't walk around with loaded firearms or any of that. So there's a specific etiquette and a specific area where you do your loading, and you get DQ'd if you don't follow it. Here we're looking at just some more shooting. Here's a guy that's sporting the derby, and this particular sequence calls for shotgun first, followed by lever action, and it finishes up with pistol. You can see that those targets are pretty close. If you're somebody that's used to shooting distance like I am, the first thought is, oh man, that looks pretty easy. Well, try doing it fast, not so much. All in all, I got to tell you, cowboy shooting is a blast, no pun intended. A lot of stuff for me to get used to. Loading a double-barreled shotgun or a side-by-side shotgun quickly with one hand is something that it's a training thing. It's a muscle memory thing. I did pretty well with that lever action, and I did pretty well with the pistol. So I room for improvement on anything. But as I kind of figured going in, shotgun was kind of my Achilles heel. So I'm going to need to work on that. I'm going to have a chance to shoot in a couple more matches, I think, at least one before winter sets in where I live. And I'll have the long winter to think about how I can improve it. But couldn't be happier with the way my equipment performed. Today we used a couple different Uberti 6-shooters, the Taylor Smoke Wagon Deluxe, and as well as the Cattleman, and they both shot great. The Uberti 1873 Winchester short rifle was just awesome to shoot. No equipment excuses there, and really enjoyed shooting the CZ Hammer Coach. The issue with that really for me, like I said, is loading it. So looking forward to doing more of this and keeping you abreast of my journey. There's nowhere to go but up on my times, guys, as far as that goes. But I'm looking forward to seeing if I can get those times down in the low 20s. And with practice, I'm pretty sure we can. Anyway, this is Dr. Drake 63 saying thanks for watching. So long, partner.